Mercury is in retrograde and has been from the 10th of May and will be up until the 3rd of June. Mercury in retrograde is a time of change. We are being shook around a little bit so that we are moved more onto our aligned path. So this is a time of destiny, and it's even more so because we have the eclipse season. So we are still in eclipse season and we are moving our way up to the Scorpio full moon eclipse. So we had the new moon solar eclipse, and now we're moving up to the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And we have a Mercury retrograde. So eclipses paired with the Scorpio energy, paired with the Mercury retrograde. We are in a time of death and rebirth, transformation and change. So this video is going to really open you up to what this time is all about and how you can bring more awareness into your reality, to see what needs to fall away, to see what is maybe falling away without your control, and what is yet to emerge. So this time is not necessarily a huge time of action. It's more a recalibrating, reevaluating, reconsidering the path that you're already walking. Okay, so this is where we are in a bit of reflection time. What is working, what is not working, what needs to change? This is the energy of this time. So eclipses bring profound endings and new beginnings. Scorpio brings a transformation, death and rebirth, and so does Mercury retrograde. So if you're not already feeling that change is on its way, you will most certainly start to feel it as we approach the full moon, and also after the full moon up until around the 3rd of June. So Mercury starts its retrograde in its home sign of Gemini. Gemini is the sign of communication and of thought. So Gemini is very an analytical sign. It's all about communicating. It's about thinking. It's the air sign, so it's ideas. It's all that kind of airy energy. Okay, so when Mercury is in its home sign of Gemini, our minds become overactive. We start to think a lot more. And when we overthink things, when we overanalyze things, when we overtalk some ideas and worries and concerns, we can become lost in the spiral of thought and words. We can become lost in the communication of it all, of the analyzing of it all, and not really knowing where we should go. So you may find at this time you're constantly asking the question, maybe in a state of panic and fear as well. Who am I? What am I doing? Where am I going? What's going on? Why is this happening? What do I need to do next? In total flighty, panic, anxiety kind of energy. And this is because we've come up into the airy part of our being, into our thoughts, and we're not grounding into the roots of our knowing, in our intuition, in our body, in our being, of what we need to do next. Because when we're in this state of mind, when we're in this state of perspective and we're quite anxious with our current circumstances and not knowing which road to take, we are often avoiding what we already know. Because you do know what is coming, you do know what to do next, you really, really do know. We all have the answers within. Our wisdom, our knowing, our intuition resides within us. And it's only when we try to avoid the truth, we try to avoid the real answer to our questions, and we seek external, we overthink it, we overcomplicate it, because we're avoiding the truth of what we need to do next. Because most likely, the truth, the answer to your question is going to require a brave step, a step of courage, a step out of your comfort zone. Because if you're in a place now where you feel stuck, you feel something needs to change, you're dissatisfied, you're not content, then you're residing in your comfort zone, but it's starting to not feel very comfortable anymore. So the step that you need to take out of your comfort zone will bring you more liberation and freedom, but the fear of the mind, that is the monkey mind, is stopping you from taking that step. This is the energy that we're kind of in the midst of. So what we need to do at this time is to come back to our inner voice, come back to the knowing that resides within. And we can only do this by quieting the monkey mind. We need to ground more, spend more time in nature, meditate more, come back to that ease, that inner peace that resides in the body. Because the mind is a powerful tool. Yes, we need our thoughts. We need the analytical nature sometimes of the mind. But when the mind is becoming dominant and the mind is taking over the inner wisdom that resides within you, then it's becoming detrimental and it's not serving you. Okay? So you need to make your mind become your servant, not your master at this time. And there may be other themes coming up with this overthinking, such as self-worth issues. So any kind of insecurities around your self-worth, around your self-confidence, around self-love, self-belief. Because when there's such a strong thinking energy that we are being influenced with at this time, we question our belief system. We question how we talk to ourselves, how much we think that, we're good enough for the things that we want in our life, whether we believe we can actually succeed at these achievements that we want to bring into our life, the things that we want to do, the things that we want to achieve, the things we want to manifest and create or draw in, or maybe the things that we need to release, let go of, move away from. The mind will be either the thing that stops you or the thing that empowers you. It all resides in the way you talk to yourself, the way you think, and what you believe. If you believe you can do it, you will do it. If you believe you can't do it, you won't do it. And it is as simple as that. So we are being called to reassess and reflect over how we talk to ourselves on a daily basis. How many of your thoughts are actually a good use of your energy? How many of your thoughts actually concern the things that mean the most to you? Are you thinking about things that matter? Things that are going to concern you, let's say, in 3 months' time? I think there's a famous saying that says if it's not going to be important in 5 months' time, don't waste 5 minutes thinking about it. And this rule or saying kind of applies now. Consider the quality of your thoughts. If you are worrying incessantly over something that is pretty small in the grander scheme of things that are going on in your life, you are wasting valuable life energy towards those thoughts. Thoughts are energy, and the quality of your thoughts will affect the energy in your body. So if you have very optimistic, clear, exciting, energized, inspiring, motivating thoughts, loving thoughts towards yourself and others, then you are going to reciprocate all of those thoughts within your energy and your body. You're going to feel more loving, inspired, excited, motivated, all of that, and it's going to lift the vibration. If you're thinking fear, not good enough, I can't do this, how is this going to pan out, I'm not worthy, I'll never be that person, I'll never be able to achieve this. All of that no's and negatives and can'ts, they suppress the magnificence of your being, because you have unlimited potential. If you believe you can do something, you can do it. The thought turns into inspired action, the action turns into another action, and eventually you propel forwards and achieve what you set out to do. Yes, you may fail a few times on the way, but eventually you will get to where you want to be. So it's all about the power of the mind. So if you're in a state now where you're so confused, you're overthinking, you're frantically, your energy is scattered and you're frantically grasping at different ideas and different solutions, and you just want to fix and heal whatever discomfort you're going through, as you're grasping at all these different things, see if you can let go. Just let go. Reside in the body. Surrender all of the analyzing thoughts. Surrender all of the grasping, the trying to fix, the trying to do and be and change. And just rest in your body. And surrender to whatever is happening around you. Surrender the mind so that you can feel into your intuition in your body and ask yourself, what is needed from me in this moment? What is one step, one action that I need to do in this moment to get me through this time, to bring more clarity to my current life circumstance? And you will receive the answer. All you have to do is quiet the monkey mind and listen to the wisdom that is inside of you. It is there. If you find it hard to meditate and listen, then maybe try and journal. This is another way of helping you to tap into that inner voice. So a little more on this retrograde. So Mercury starts off in the sign of Gemini, which is air, the element of air, which is all the thinking. So not only are you analysing and maybe criticizing and just going round and round in circles in the mind, you also may find on a more positive side of this energy that you are receiving constant ideas, constant intuition, constant downloads that are filling up your mind as well. So this is why it's important at this time to keep your channel clear. Physical body clear. Try and clear yourself out of any negative and unfulfilling thoughts that do not serve you. Rest well, stay healthy, stay in that alignment of clarity, meditate more. So see if you can get this powerful energy that is being shone down on the planet at this time. Because these insights, these downloads, these ideas are going to be coming through you for a reason. And if you are not open, you can miss them. You can miss them. They may come round again if it's part of your life destiny. You will always have the opportunity again. It just might be a lot later on in life. So be open to whatever's coming through. Write it down as much as you can. So we start off in the thinking, ideas, energy of Gemini. Communication as well. And then on the 23rd of May, Mercury moves into Taurus. Taurus being a earth sign. So we move into a more earthly energy with Mercury being in Taurus. So we find that whatever ideas, whatever thoughts, whatever ideas and insights and intuitive hits you were receiving during the time of 10th of May to the 23rd of May while we were in Gemini, we enter Taurus. Mercury enters Taurus on the 23rd of May, and this is where we're being asked to have a more practical take on our ideas. How can we bring these into action? How can we make these practical, bring it down to earth? Okay, so where we can have all these amazing dreams, ideas and aspirations, this is about, at the 23rd of May, coming to Taurus, bringing those ideas to the earth and grounding them in your reality. So we may feel a little bit calmer at this point, okay? So then after that period, we have about a week to 10 days of it being in Taurus. Mercury goes direct on the 3rd of June. So that's when things really start to calm down. But of course we have what's called shadow periods before Mercury retrograde and after Mercury retrograde. And this is where we just start to feel the energy building before the 10th of May. So if you're feeling this quite a while before the 10th of May. Around the 26th of April it started to build, and then we have a shadow period at the end up until around the 19th of June, so just where the energy is starting to tailor off. So it's a real big chunk of time that's going to give you a more profound transformation because of the length of time that we are in this midst of change. Which means that whatever is transforming and changing at this time is going to have a very significant impact on your life. And every single person, every single individual is going to be affected in a different way. Of course, we're all going through different life circumstances at this time. If you know your chart quite well, you can look at your natal chart and see roundabout in Gemini, 3rd degrees of Gemini up until around 26 degrees of Taurus on your chart, whatever houses are in between that space. So for me, it was my 2nd, 3rd and 4th house, which is, they have characteristics of their own. You will see what houses in those degrees are on your chart. Those are the aspects of your life that are being affected by the retrograde. So that is the change that you are going through. So for me, mine was the 2nd house, the 3rd and 4th, which is learning in the sign of Gemini. The Taurus house was all about, finances, security, resources, and then the 4th house was about my home life. So that was really quite relevant to me. And when I started to go a bit deeper with that, which you can do yourself, you will see that changes have already been starting to take place and have been nudging towards something that is coming. So this is where you can go a little bit deeper with that. Okay, so that is pretty much it really that I wanted to mention today. You will find that the change that is taking place for you is something that you have been avoiding. So this change, this transformation, this thing that you know is emerging, which you will feel if you start to connect more with your inner voice, it will be something that you have been showing the hand to, avoiding, trying to get away from. And that avoidance is no longer going to be allowed by your soul and by the universe, because whatever change is taking place now is part of your life purpose, is part of your destiny. So you cannot avoid it any longer. The change needs to happen in order for you to grow and evolve and expand to higher states of consciousness. So you need to really embody the energy of, I can do this. I can release what needs to be released. I can bring this change in. I can, and I will. Know that you are supported by these energies. Know that you are supported by the strength of your soul, by the power of your spirit, and you can make this significant change. Reside in the comfort and the knowing that you are supported. We're all undergoing this transformation in 1 or 2 or even 3 areas of our life, and it is a significant one. As there is a lot around communication with these energies, we are being called to speak our truth, and that comes from getting back in alignment with who we are, feeling worthy, feeling empowered as a spiritual being in a human body. This is a very, very, very powerful time. Have the awareness to really see what needs to be changed and see what is coming to you. Anchor this energy, take advantage of this energy, and good luck on your journey. Thank you.